feel like I
like,
sound...
that's what they listen to. That's what they gotta do when I talk. Like, I apologize. I feel bad, because I feel like I sound like a whole
And
word.
I feel like I sound as gay as I am.
And you guys are going to be mad as hell because I'm recording.
That's rude. Okay, well, hey, y'all. Welcome.
This is really recording right now. Yeah.
Shootin' the shit? So, yeah. Okay, so rewind. What's new? What's old? What's going on?
It's good.
How y'all feeling?
Pretty
relaxed. It's warm outside.
Yeah. Shout out to
hot as fuck, actually.
It's supposed to be a little nasty 91 degrees tomorrow,
Wow.
according to Apple Weather.
Is this supposed to rain?
I don't fucking know.
I think it's going to rain on Sunday. Or supposed to rain. Yeah.
I don't know. But, like, shit's wild in these streets. You know how it's getting warm because people are being crazy. Like, I feel like it's something about the spring and the summer that just really brings really retarded shit out of certain people, i.e. the man of the hour, the week, the moment, the month,
right?
The summer,
Yeezy.
Kanye West.
Yeezy.
And we need to talk about Kanye West because everyone's talking about Kanye West, so we might as well.
All right, where do we begin?
Where did you begin?
Yeah. I mean, first things first, always and forever a Kanye West fan, artistically, musically. Somehow, I've always found myself in the same place that he is when he releases his music. Like, it reaches me in some sort of way. So, for that, I have a certain reverence for him or a certain love and affection for his art in my heart. Do I think he's a tricky human being? For sure. But, like, so is my neighbor. And that's still my man's. You know what I'm... Does that make sense?
I get it, yes.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like I know...
That makes perfect sense.
Kanye West is not unfamiliar to me in the sense that, like, this is who he's always been. We're just getting more of the same. We're getting more of the same in a different way.
Yeah.
And, like, you kind of have to be mad at yourself if you feel a way because you created this idea of who he should be to you. And that's, like, kind of to black people at large. Like, I get why what he has said was bad, but it's also, like, you got to be mad at yourself because you put him in a place of reverence when he just so happened to conveniently say something you agreed with a few years back.
True. But like you say, you understand. I understand why people would be disappointed in what he's and some of the things that he's said and done. Because I have been in the past, and this situation is no different, especially the slavery was a choice moment.
But
did that anger you?
I wasn't angry.
Or did you feel some type of way?
I was just like, it was because at that point it was just like, damn, Kanye, like.
That's exactly
stop.
how I felt. I was
just
like,
stop. I was just like that, Kanye, just stop.
But
man.
what part of you made you say, damn, Kanye, stop?
Because that in a headline does not sound good.
Right.
It just does not sound good. And if that's what he meant, then I do not agree with that.
But it's like,
honestly not right.
But I think the angle that I'm coming at this whole situation, it's just like you don't know nobody that say silly ass, crazy ass, simple ass shit that Kanye West says that does not make headlines.
Yeah.
Like, this really, honestly, truly does not matter.
It don't.
No, in the grand scheme of things, it does not. And this is being like.
And it's like, if you're mad, what are you mad for? Like, and are these things that you champion in your everyday life? Like, I don't know. I'm just in a weird space. I think it's because I've been smoking more weed.
Oh, my God.
On some real shit, though. But, like, I'm just kind of in a space where it's like, humanity is responsible for itself. Sometimes the things that you hold other people to, i.e. celebrities and politicians and what have you, you have to you have to hold yourself accountable and responsible for who this person has the audacity to be. You contribute to that paycheck.
Yeah, definitely.
You contribute to that paycheck. When this kid from Chicago first got on and was at this hurricane relief telethon and flat out said whatever the fuck. Donald Trump don't care about black people either, for the record. Mm-hmm. But like George Bush don't care about black people. Like the entire world was like, oh my God, this black man said this about his president, blah, blah, blah. And we all knew that George Bush probably didn't care about black people. And not in like, I don't know, there's a weird part of me that probably, like, that believes that like, he wasn't necessarily like hardcore racist, but he's probably one of those white niggas that are just ignorant as fuck.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's kind of what I always attributed to George Bush. And maybe I'm naive in feeling that way or saying that. Maybe his dad, you know, was hardcore racist. I don't know. I don't really get myself into politics.
They're old and white, so.
You know, I don't really pay that much attention. But when I look at George Bush, like, he looks like a little monkey. Like, he looks like, it's just like, all right, whatever. Like, he managed to rule the free world. And now we're shocked that Donald Trump is able to rule the free world. Like, we've been at this rodeo before, you guys. This is not any. Is it anything new?
No. George and Donald are not the same.
Yeah, I think we're stepping into new territory.
No, because I can't even remember George Bush's background. I'm sorry, I do not. No, but I felt like he had prior political experience before he was president.
I'm going to tell you where George Bush came from. George Bush came
we talking about
from
the father,
the bowels and the depths of white American capitalism. Like, he essentially got the job because of who his father was. Like, granted, I believe he may or may not have been enlisted in the military. Again, I don't pay attention to that bullshit.
He probably been in the military.
But it was nepotism. It wasn't like definitely him nepotism. Doing any like extraordinary shit. Like
no. I'm not talking about how he got into office because, like, let's be clear. I do remember like there was discrepancies both times he was voted in the office.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that he had prior, like, was he a senator? Something. I believe that he was. But
even if he was, that doesn't mean he was good at his job.
That's not what I'm saying either.
He just happened to have a title, but that's what I'm saying. Having a certain job title does not necessarily make people better motherfucking people.
That's not okay. So no. I'm saying that they're two different people because Donald had no experience. He got this job having no experience with just being a reality TV star. It's not the first time either. But what I'm saying is that they are different. They are not the same.
But do you feel? But you don't. But you also don't subscribe to the reality that people can have air quote experience in certain things and still not be good at their motherfucking job.
But that's like, very rare.
You can't have. But I'm saying he could have been in public office in some sort of governmental office and just happened to be in that position because somebody slid him in that position, not because he was qualified. So the fact that he was even able to make it to president is nothing fucking new. It's the same shit. They just telling it to you in a different way. And at least Donald Trump, and I'm not making excuses for Donald Trump. I don't fuck with Shorty. Like, I'm not here for him. But at the same time, you knew who this motherfucker was. Because again, like Kanye West, he's been a motherfucking racist ass, sideways ass, shifty ass nigga.
Right.
He was out here in the public, in the news, accusing some black boys of raping a girl.
Central Park 5.
Right. That they didn't even have nothing to do with. He on record, he on tape. But we're surprised that he's the champion and the battery in the backs of racists. Get the fuck out of here. We've been through this. It's not new. I wish people would stop getting their panties in a bunch about shit that has been happening since the beginning of time. And I guess that's just where I'm smoking too much weed because I just see it's small. When you really get to the core of it, it's small. I understand what Kanye West said. Slavery is a choice is way crazy in this climate of the world. But depending on your perspective, you could maybe still understand where he was coming from. And that's why I don't like to say the word anymore, but I'm the problematic Kanye West fan because I get it.
No. No, because like I said, he's my problematic fave as well. The only thing I will say is that I think that, like Solange said, we got a right to be mad. He's saying this out in the public, so as he does have a right to state his opinion out to the public, people have their own right to, check him on his shit if they do not agree. So I see it from all angles. Like, he can say what he wants to, and people can also say what they want to back to him. So
exactly,
he's not keeping his thoughts and opinions.
If he's allowed to put that shit in the public, he's allowed to receive whatever feedback comes from that.
Yeah,
whether it be good or bad.
Yeah, so
that's fair, but I feel like we're getting to live in a time where everybody is, yes, accountability and understanding how what you say and what you do can affect the people around you. But it's different when it's not like, oh my God, you're so wrong, you're canceled, I can't believe, like, okay, like, yeah, he said something bad, like, give him a chance to, like, figure this shit out. And even if we know that he knows better, like, give him a chance to admit that too. Like, we're so quick to accuse and cape and just be like, rah, rah, but like, where are all these black empowerment, national, like, where are all these people who care so much about the plight of black people and what black people have gone through and what we need to do to get better? Where are you when you're out in your neighborhood? I keep saying that. You're a drop in a puddle of instant, like, everything is because of you. Like, there was a cause that affected you being here. So nothing's new. Somebody had to have sex before for sex to be a thing. So it's just like we're getting worked up about I just feel like we're getting worked up about the wrong thing.
True. Because this shouldn't be something that is as big as it is. Yeah, like it should not be as big as it is.
We're getting worked up about the wrong thing. Like, there are bigger things at hand. Like, Definitely. There are other things going on. And yes, slavery was real. Yeah. And that's not something that anybody should forget. It was fucked up. It would be nice if white people would just admit that it was fucked up, and not like in a way where I want you to apologize for it, but just in a way where, like, you can be like, yeah, that was fucked up, and like how we live is kind of like fucked up when it comes to like you and me. If we could just agree on that, it could be cool. But that's another story for another day.
Yeah. So, well, I guess we're all in agreement that he's not canceled for us.
Kanye West?
Yeah.
Fuck no. I cannot
and
wait.
See, also, we're not going to pretend like this man is not connected to the stunt family of the 20th century. Like, the Kardashians know, but they know how to create a production. They know how to manipulate the media into believing that something is a big deal when it's not. The fact that people were so excited about Kylie Jenner releasing that video after she had that baby, like, we didn't know the whole time she was pregnant,
right,
baffles my mind. And I used to have a healthy obsession with the Kardashian family.
For real.
But it's because it's kind of for that reason. Like, it's weird. Like, I see the celebrity through the lens of the Kardashians, and like seeing them from the beginning, like those first few seasons to now, it's just like, whoa.
It's crazy.
And again, this is America. This is the world we live in. It's a distraction. Shout out to Donald Glover.
Childish,
You can't have a conversation about Kanye West without having the opposite end of the spectrum, which is Childish Gambino /
Is it the opposite end of the spectrum, though?
I feel like people are going to pit them against each other because a lot of people held Donald Glover's "This Is America" song and video and performance as kind of this, like, stick it to the man, this is America, blah, blah, blah. Where maybe Kanye West, some people saw Kanye West as that guy. They wanted him to be that guy. Like the George Bush don't like black people, Kanye West, they wanted that to be Donald Glover 2018.
I think Kanye wants to be that guy too, though.
But what if Kanye's trying to do it in a different way?
And then again, if he is, we have the right to say he's definitely doing it the wrong fucking way.
He's already done it, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like Kanye's already done it.
But maybe that's the point. Like maybe the point is to shake you out of what you think you want out of people and giving them a chance to be who they are and fucking up and like still being able to offer you a perspective that you maybe wouldn't have looked at otherwise. Like,
I mean, I have a hard time believing
for the bad and the good of it. Like everything is not going to be good. I don't know, man. It's just hard for me because I just really love Kanye.
I mean, I do too,
but I think that's why it's hard for people to really wrap their head around some of his behavior right now. And I mean, I get it, I guess.
I mean, yeah. You know? At the end of the day, I'm able to drop the whole fan thing and be like, man, this nigga's on some bullshit. What the fuck is wrong with you, Kanye West? like
I said,
But then I'm still waiting for the album to drop.
Right, like I said, like I'm able to see.
I'm still waiting for that Pusha album.
He's
to
able
drop
to do
too.
wrong. He's a flawed individual, so
exactly.
And I don't agree with everything he does and says.
Definitely, and he's a human being.
I'm looking forward to.
He's a human being.
I'm not necessarily saying I agree with it. I'm just saying like it's just how you look at it, and how you look at it is how you look at it, and like have that and just see what else happens.
I mean,
but like I said, I get other people's perspective,
you know
why they're disappointed.
Because
I get it. I definitely get it.
And it's Trump. I mean, it's 2018 and it's Trump.
With Devon. And it's just like, and this is why he keeps telling me I'm a fan, because when he...
you are a fan.
I am a fan. I'm not going to lie. I'm a fan. I'm still going to be a fan. I was a fan yesterday. I'll be a fan tomorrow. If you really... depending on who you are, I am the type of person where I hear Kanye West say slavery was a choice. And then I say, hits blunt.
It's blunt.
Well, if I see that the people around me are getting hung and they're getting killed for trying to run away, and I happen to have a boyfriend and a child and all of these things, and granted it's not under the best circumstances, there's still a human part of me that wants to preserve this. So I have to choose to fall in line until there's a way for me to find a way out of this. Slavery is a choice. If you want to hit blunt and look at from it that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm that type of person where I'll be devil's advocate. I'll give people benefit of the doubt, and maybe that's to my detriment. But like, if you want to look at it from like, if you want to pick apart pieces of what people say, like you could see it from that point. It's life or literally my life it's either I live or I die. And depending on what this person requires of me and how they're set up in their whiteness, I could die for not doing some shit that I know I don't deserve to have to do in the motherfucking first place. I might try to live. As a human, your natural drive is to preserve yourself. So yes, I'm going to choose to live, although these conditions are fucked up, and I'm never going to forget that they were fucked up. And I'm always going to hold you accountable for that. But that's still a real part of the human experience, and it's unfortunate. I'm gonna stop smoking. I'm just saying.
I think Kanye took an L on this one, bro.
He did.
I really do.
I still can't wrap my head around slavery still being a choice, because I did not live through that time. I didn't have to.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it depends on how you look at it. But either way, the consensus is slavery was fucked up. It shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I just saying it was a choice. I don't even want to think about it being a choice.
Saying it was a choice and then aligning yourself with Trump is like,
no, I just
get out like
happening
in front of us like that. Like, what the fuck?
I just can't think about that being a choice.
So like nothing. So everything I said was lost.
I mean,
no.
I get it.
That's how you chose to look at it. I'm just saying I can't wrap my head around it being a choice. Yeah, and I don't even want to. I don't. Okay. Because I don't have to put myself in that
space. Right.
Yeah. Right. And
but that's what I'm saying. I put myself in that space, and like, if you generally speaking, like, maybe on
fireworks,
most plantations there were more slaves than there were masters. So like, for all intents and purposes,
I mean,
I think that's easy because you're not in that situation.
But I'm saying from
we weren't born into it.
But like, from what we were told of the experience.
If it's either death or get your ass in line.
So you gonna die?
I mean, I'm not, but I don't want to do that because I'm not there. I wasn't born into it.
It's just really easy because you're not in that situation.
I just like to play devil's advocate though. That's what I'm saying. Like
honestly, I'll take death. Like,
I don't know.
It depends on how you look at it.
I don't know.
You gotta understand who, like, if you understand you as a human right now, what you will and will not accept, and then you put yourself in the lens or the space of that. You can't say never in your life somebody saying, man, if I was a slave, I wouldn't have because I wouldn't have rocked like that and this and the other. But it's like, nigga, you can't say that because you ain't never been a slave.
Yeah. I mean, you could be like, it's like when somebody be like, we're not trying to be broke, but the way the fucking economy and everything's set up, it like
just happens to be this.
That's just how shit's lined up. Like, you can say that's what like slavery.
Also, hashtag
what?
If slavery was a choice, Black Twitter went off on that.
Yeah, that shit was tight.
The memes in this whole Kanye situation have been funny as fuck.
808s and tax breaks.
There's always a light in the dark when it comes to black people and our drama and just niggas being tricky.
Yeah.
Excuse me for using the N-word. Dear white people, you're not allowed to say it still. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just crazy. But again, he's married to Kim Kardashian. She's stunt queen of the century. I don't care what nobody else says. Like, this bitch is still famous for fucking her boyfriend and shopping it until
was it Vivid that picked it up?
Right.
I don't know, one of those studios.
Until a major porn company picked it up.
But also, he did this 2 years ago before Pablo came out. He went crazy on Twitter. He did something problematic back then as well. Again, this is his formula. Right. Like, I am not surprised.
And I said it at the top. He is not giving us anything new. Like, people be like, oh, he's an asshole and I can't stand him because he's an asshole. He's always been an asshole. Through the wire, Kanye West was an asshole. This nigga rap. One of his biggest singles out the gate was him rapping while his mouth was wide shut, talking shit. Okay, I'm a fan. I love Kanye West.
We all love Kanye.
I love Kanye West, but like I also love a Diddy. Like I feel like they're not the same, but I feel like Kanye West tried to go to the Diddy class and he missed a few or something else. Something went awry. But like Diddy has been that guy too, where he's like, assign thyself. Like, I've been the shit. And you might not have knew I was the shit until I told you I was the shit, and now I'm the shit and I got money and I'm here. And I feel like that's kind of, in my mind, or from my perspective, that's always where Kanye West is coming from. But somewhere along the way, he started letting people like, I don't know, Kanye West is weird.
He's a complex human being.
Yeah,
just
he's
like we all are.
Difficult. It's very difficult, and I feel like a lot of people have just like canceled him and rejected him and said like, I'm done, and I cannot.
I mean,
and I hope that's fair.
No,
right?
it's totally fair. People, I feel as though because he put his thoughts and opinions out there, people have the right to react however way that they choose, and if they feel like canceling him, then they can cancel him. I'm not going to cancel him because I still fucks with Kanye. But they have their right to cancel him if they want to.
But at the end of the day, we need to talk about Kanye just like they need to talk about Kevin with Tilda Swinton. Put it in your watch list. Because if you didn't see the shit coming, it was already here. I'm going to say it until I can't say no more. He's always been this guy. He's been tricky.
Oh my God.
He's been
tricky.
I agree. He has always been.
And if you thought otherwise, that's on you.
Why for what?
That's on you. If you thought otherwise, that's on you.
Damn. Shame on you for thinking he was going to be anything better than tricky. Because that's always who he's been.
You know, I don't know. Because although when he met with Trump a year ago, that was disappointing and heartbreaking for me. I didn't think that he would go as far as to wear the
He
MAGA
met with him
hat.
a year ago.
The MAGA hat. I didn't see that coming.
He met with him a year ago.
I
He
didn't
met
see
with
the
him a
MAGA
year
hat
ago.
coming.
If you had a problem with him aligning with Trump in the way of promoting the hat that this man signed for him, and you were not as upset when he went and had a meeting with him a year ago after this man ran on a campaign of racism at all, like etc., get out of here. The hat couldn't have been the straw.
I mean,
if he met with him a year ago, he already
I keep
told
saying
you
that hat is more. Than
the hat was technically his third time reiterating that he supported Trump.
That's what I'm
that
saying.
was his third time in the public.
Again,
and that shit's like a symbol
we're reacting
of fucking
to something that isn't new. We did not.
That's very
we
true.
already knew that Kanye West was tricky when it came to politics because we seen it happen a year ago. What were you expecting in 2018? This already happened. We've been here. So are you just mad because you want to be mad, or are you mad because you just got reminded that this nigga is tricky?
It's
because it's Trump.
The latter.
But it's been Trump for Kanye West.
And it's because it continues to be Trump. Like, fucking.
Look, people have the right to be mad. I'm sorry. They got the right to be mad if they want to. Try it. They got the right to be mad if they want to. I tried it down. They got the right to be mad.
They
so
do.
It's not new.
It's not new.
So it's okay.
It's not okay. But
that
it's
doesn't
not
make it okay.
No, it doesn't.
It's not.
I'm not saying that it's okay.
It's not okay.
That makes it worse, actually. Because
I'm not making it okay.
He's not fucking.
I'm not making it okay. But like, when are we gonna react differently?
It's not new, so we not supposed to gag.
We shouldn't be gagging. We gagged the first time.
So you can't do that twice.
You gotta gag the first time.
If something gags you, it gags. It's like you gag every time it happens, but it's a gag. It's
But like, why are we so surprised that he's doing it again?
No, we got.
Like I said, the MAGA hat caught me off guard. So
we're not interested no more.
But we shouldn't. But
no, we're not interested no more. It's past. It's enough for me now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Defending that nigga is corny. Kanye West is corny. And defending him is corny. He's corny as fuck.
I just hate when he makes himself look like an ass.
He's too great for that. And that's
exactly
shit. It's like, my nigga, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. And Donda West taught that nigga that. She's spinning in her grave right now. Your album before your last album was My Mother Was Standing with the Black Panthers and she was so black power, da 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 da, now slavery's a choice. You corny ass Calabasas Kardashian. How fucking dare you? How dare you
like
get
you sound
on TV
like a white person
with that white man who's so buku rich, who made his money off of producing TV shows like People's Court, who people like our grandparents sit in the house and watch and are entertained by this bullshit that's in the People's Court. The fuck, Kanye West, suck both my dicks.
Oh my god,
as fuck, my nigga. You got some cute sneakers, you got some beautiful kids, you made some amazing music, but you as a person right now is corny.
Trash,
you're corny.
He's destroying his image, man.
I fuck with you enough, and I fuck with your talent enough to say, my nigga, you corny. I'm not going. The front lines don't got me this time. They had me every other time. Bush don't like white people. Oh, we here. You know what I mean? We on the front line with you, but now pick your you. Oh, you annoying as shit. You so fucking annoying because you could do better, and you should do better, and you should want to do better. But instead, your whole excuse and all of your fans' excuse is you're just giving us what we're expecting from you. Where's the evolution? Where the fuck is the evolution? Where is the intelligence? Be fucking smart. Like you are not dumb.
40.
You not dumb. Fuck your age, nigga. You ain't grow up in a dumb household. You ain't never been around no dumb ass people. You fucking middle class Chicagoan. Like at the end of the day, my nigga, you ain't grow up in a trap in Chicago. Don't ever let that story be the one that you're telling anyone. Jesus walks. It's not your life, and like. For you to sit there and and it's not even really about him, because I, again, personally don't know Kanye West, but I do know Kanye West fans. Sweetie, that nigga tried us. If the master asks how much, he was the first one to get a price. That nigga sold us. He sold us. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about you being friends with Trump. That's irrelevant. Ronald Reagan was an actor. Gives your history. Like, we've had celebrities be the president before, whatever. That shit ain't new. Fuck a Donald Trump. I get the distractions why somebody may be nuking our ass tomorrow. I get it. But Kanye West, you sold us up the motherfucking river for no reason. Nigga, you black. And you was a black man standing for some black shit until you got on TMZ, which is syndicated by Fox. They don't like us.
Oh my God.
They don't like us.
You made yourself look like a fucking fool,
and sat there and said while another black man was in the room, regardless of what direction it was coming from, I feel like slavery is a choice.
That
and
shit was agenda
oriented.
If
you don't see the problem, not you, but if he don't see the problem with that, my nigga,
he got manipulated again.
We
like,
lost
what the
you.
fuck?
You're fucking gone. Kris Kardashian, none of that shit got nothing to do with nothing when it comes to you, Kanye West, and how I view you. If you're not smart enough as a black man to know, to even if that shit popped into your head, you sitting on TMZ on this white man's show that's here to explore. The whole idea of the show is to make money off of seeing you, and your thing is, I don't want to be seen. The fuck out my face. Yeah, I'll go here because I don't want to be seen that everyone's looking here. Sure. No. Nigga, you don't go in there and say a slavery was a choice out your mouth. I don't give a fuck how you meant it. I don't give a fuck if you didn't mean it. You just don't do it. You don't play us like that. You don't play us like that.
And he did it on the Grandmaster stage.
And the best thing you can do right now is you can take this motherfucking L in front of us. You can take this L in front of us. You just got an Allen Iverson. When Allen Iverson didn't get that ring over Kobe in those finals, he mad the motherfucker up and said Kobe had it. You gotta fuck out of here. That nigga sound crazy. Slavery was a choice. Fuck you, Kanye West, and everything you got to say after that. And then the thing you had to say after that was poopity scoop. I'll punch you. You corny ass nigga. That nigga's corny. He corny as shit. I'm sorry. I was in the bathroom when I was losing it. I was like, what? Who? Why? Fuck that nigga. Fuck you, Kanye West, and everything you got to say right now. Bitch, I want a personal apology. I want a letter written to my house. My address. And I was like, I mean, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. No, you tried it, you punk ass bitch. And I meant it, like Nikki said.
But he still said he
we've got
wasn't
the
a
opposite
fan,
end of
right?
the perspective.
Who? Wait, Javon, you say you're not really that big of a fan of Kanye West, are you? Or
no, I love Kanye West, but I'm just like, I told y'all, this is the year of I'm not having it. I get it. I love you dearly. You got some really, really good songs. Can't tell me nothing. The visual. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I still listen to it all the time. Like, literally at least once a week, the whole album. I get you, bruh. No, bruh, I don't get this. I can't go to the front line with you. Like, I don't give a fuck who this is. I can't march to the front line with you on this. Because you tried it. I don't give a fuck what you meant. You You just don't. And I'm a passionate person, and everything I talk about it from a passionate place, so I get passion. I'm a fucking Pisces. Like, I get passion. Everything that I love, I'm passionate about it. I get it. And I've said and I've possibly done some things that I wish I haven't done, but I ain't never put my people on the chopping block. Never. My nigga. Are you fucking kidding me? I may be offended the next time he say nigga.
You might need to take his car.
Like you racist, like, what?
We trading them.
Not even trade him. Just drop him.
What did Dave Chappelle say? Did Dave Chappelle say anything?
I feel like nah.
See, that's an important person to say something. I want to know what Dave Chappelle has to say. What did Jay-Z say? Jay-Z hasn't said anything either?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Probably.
No, just
The kids out there. What did they tell y'all about the white woman? Girls about the white woman.
I mean, John Legend's trying to, educate him as best as he can.
I mean,
J. Cole spoke some truth.
Yeah.
But he fucking recorded that more than likely. I'm waiting for that sound clip
I don't
to
know.
drop.
I mean, listen, I seen T.I. I've seen what T.I. said.
Yeah.
And it was on some real shit. I seen what T.I. said. I want to know I want to know what those kids got. I want to know what people who know him got to say.
Especially,
fuck with no straight
especially in the times we in now.
I want, what did Common say?
Right.
Commons and social
Where's
justice,
he at?
fucking commercials and shit like
Like,
that.
I want to know what I don't give a fuck what the girl up the street who got 6 kids had to say about what Kanye West said on some TV show that she watched daily. I don't give a shit. I want to know what the fuck Jay-Z had to say.
Right.
And how they gagged. I gagged. I was late too, but I gagged. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Kim was doing damage control on Twitter when he
I
started throwing bombs.
That's
Whoa.
what
But
Kanye is
she's corny
free
as shit.
thinker, and those are his views. Like shit.
Kim's corny. The only person over there that corny is Kris Jenner.
Right, because she the one that figured out how to make a bag off of being corn.
And then got y'all bitches to do it.
And y'all buying it. Y'all eating it up.
She got y'all other bitches to do it.
That's how Kris Jenner is the motherfucker.
Like Kim gonna do this, Khloe gonna do that. The only one, I don't know, fuck them Kardashian bitches.
Yeah, I wish we could stop talking about them.
Kanye West is corny. You tried it. And see, that's the thing about it. I'm a fan, but I've reached the place. I can't take in none of your bullshit and my bullshit at the same time. Kanye, you tried it.
That's too much.
You fucking tried it. I got my own bullshit to think about. Shut up. And drop an album that don't got Scooby Poop on it.
I'm still waiting for the album.
If he releases Scooby Poop, I'm
Scooby Poop is gonna be number one.
Really gonna be out of here.
I don't want Scooby Poop on the track. When I heard Die Hard Kanye West fans go like, "Whoa, bro."
Like if it's a line in the sand, he kind you gotta say
like
crossed
going in on somebody and then you like that's why your mother ain't got no legs and she really ain't got no legs. You like whoa,
like he crossed the line,
you
right?
went too far, bro. Like
has he not?
Like she ain't got no legs and you would have been like, oh she ain't got no arms. You would have been like, damn, bro, you funny. But like now it's like, bro, she really ain't got no legs.
Like
you went too far, like.
Damn, that's how it is. Like,
yeah, y'all not really friends. He ain't gonna fuck with black people. He really don't like us. He really don't like us.
Son, he's thinking like a white person.
I mean, think like a white person, but that don't necessarily mean you gonna like overcome whatever the fuck it is you trying to overcome. Roseanne is based on real life, and them niggas is poor. Like they ain't got no money. Being white ain't the answer. Being right is the answer. Figuring out how to make your moves, race. Bob Johnson, y'all know who Bob Johnson is? The guy who started BET.
Right, yeah.
The black man who started BET. Like, he's a fucking billionaire.
Right.
And he don't got no chains on.
Right, you right.
Like my nigga.
He his own boss.
Oh, he ain't nobody's boss no more. He sold that shit and he's a billionaire. Like, keep putting all y'all hope in these false idols. Kanye West, shut up. Nigga, you probably can't even read a history book or tell me slavery was a choice. Your first album name was College Dropout. Was it Middle School Dropout? I don't know.
Not sure.
Not sure. Don't know, don't work here. Nah, my bad. I ruined y'all whole webcast. What Kanye West?
Webcast.
I can't when you keep on calling that webcast.
Y'all know what I mean.
Okay.
We needed that.
Multi-pass.
He's so lame to me.
I need to get off Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, he took an L on this one, man. I'm
Don't
sorry.
break your
But
CDs up.
hope the album comes
Sorry,
soon.
Kanye.
I hope
I
the
feel like
album
it's
comes
coming.
soon.
Then he give all those release
Yeah,
dates.
I'm waiting for Pusha T
according
joint,
to his
too.
release date, Pusha T is tomorrow.
Okay.
Son, that's my
Wow.
man. And
It was
he's
this
still-
month?
I ain't see the release date.
And he's still-
They were all in June.
Huh?
Like, happy
Yeah, it's supposed to
like
be this
that.
month.
No, it's in
Right.
June.
June. Oh, next month.
June.
In
It's
June.
all June. Everything's supposed to come out next
Everything.
June.
John
I ain't heard
Legend
a
joint.
single but Poopity Scoop.
Poopity
So maybe
Scoop.
it's coming out.
I'm ready for all that shit.
Oh my god.
Did y'all listen to that song with him and T.I.?
I have listened
I
to it
did.
once.
I've been listening to OT.
I haven't listened
T.I.
to
was
it.
about.
I mean,
I talked to him. I was about to go in. It's on the internet. I can be on the internet.
what?
What? It's too late.
Coming now.
Are you?
Yeah, you got the door. No, wait, hold on, wait. Yeah, I love OTI. Ooh, OTI. I really do apologize. I do, because I kind of went off. I came out the bathroom ablaze. I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't hear nobody different than
But
Kanye
whole
West no more.
time.
Because it's just like, I get it, but like, nigga, you tried it.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I said people have the right to be bad.
Yeah, but like
People have the right to be
I'm
bad.
not even saying that we shouldn't be mad.
No, we shouldn't be mad. We should be ugly. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
I like
Like,
He
don't
does.
acknowledge it.
He
He's
needs
a
to be
moral
quiet.
Try it.
just for a while.
We needed to talk about Kanye West a few years ago, though, and I think we let him get
How
a
long
little
ago?
too far away from us.
How long
I feel
ago?
like not too long after his mother passed.
Yeah.
You guys heard the Doctor's supposed to be his album cover.
Again, we needed to talk
Like,
about
is that
Kanye
is
a
that
long
not
time
like
ago.
crossing the line? Like the doctor who was performing his mother's surgery.
Is it crossing the line for you? Because it
I
wasn't your
mean,
mom.
not me, but
I'm
what
just-
about the doctor though? The fuck?
Fuck that nigga, he killed my mother.
Right. But like that's his choice. So I'm
I
just
mean-
like, nigga, you got some fuck. There's some things we need to talk about with this man. Clearly he's not well. Like I think that's where I'm coming from. It's just like it's obvious there's something off balance. Like we clearly noticed a shift from when his mother was alive to when his mother passed away. So the conversation needs to be like, hey brother, let's sit down. Let's gather you together. Because as Javon said, like, you showed us at the river, honestly, truly, but there's something else that's amiss.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also feel as though even if people try to have a conversation with him like T.I. did when he did the song with him, or Charlamagne when he did the interview with him, that Kanye is still going to say and do and think whatever Kanye wants. So at the end of the day, it's still him and his opinion. Mm-hmm. So like, that's why I can't be upset because that's just his thoughts and opinions. I would want people to like let me have my own thoughts and opinions. If you don't agree, that's also fine. But like, I don't know. But he is saying like some problematic shit, so I also understand why people are like giving him so much heat. I see it, and I get it.
But it's just like one of those things where it's like,
I feel like I'm going back and forth.
yeah, like we should be, but we as the audience should do better. Like if this is the person who we have championed into this like great, wonderful being and like an example for black people, we black people need to do motherfucking better. Cause clearly we had some shit wrong. So like, oops, scoobity poop your ass out the way, and we gonna get it right. Like that. I want us to get to that point in these conversations. I feel like it's all just like Kanye West is bad for black people and blah blah blah. And the problem is this, and the problem is that. And there's so many think pieces, and even us, we rapping about it right now.
Right.
But it's just like, bro, like, when are we going to like just say, you know what, enough is enough? Like, he's been retarded. He happens to be, somehow he makes good ass music, but he's retarded as fuck.
I made this
and
point.
Excuse me for being, I'm sorry, PC, retarded.
Right, retarded is not the best.
He's different. He's unique. He's, I don't know what else to say, but like I don't.
He's a complex.
He's a complex individual.
Person who has thoughts and opinions that you may not agree with, and that's just life. But as I said, when we discussed Kanye West and being our problematic fave, I forgot what I was about to say. I totally blanked. Totally blanked.
Totally blanked.
Stupid.
It's okay. Happens
really
to the best
stupid.
of us.
No, I just had a real brain fart freeze.
Give it a second. It'll come back.
I'm sad that my cup is dry.
Are you sad?
I probably should not drink anything.
Hello.
At all?
I mean, we've been drinking wine since about 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay.
What time is it now?
It's like
9:38.
Okay, so it's a marathon at this point.
Life is a marathon, not a race.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
Yeah, I still don't know what I was about to say though.
I tried to stall it for
Right, like
hello.
It did not come back to me. And I feel like it was a point that I was trying to make.
I feel like a lot of people are going to hate
Ladies
me
and
after this
gentlemen.
episode.
Oh, why? Because you stated your thought and opinion?
Because I love Kanye West.
I mean,
And like
we all love Kanye
but we
West.
live in a time where everybody's gonna be like, oh, and here's this tragic black woman making excuses
are you a tragic
for
black
this
woman?
problematic
Not a
black
tragic.
man. But like I'm gonna be tragic because I am like low key kind of sort of making excuses for like his behavior, even though I know it's fucked up.
Wait. But at least she's admitting what she is doing.
But it's the truth, like,
She's
and it's not
admitting
even
what
me
she's
making
doing.
excuses, but it's just me saying, hey, there is a different way of looking at this. And I'm not negating that what he said was bad, but like, if you choose to look at it through a different lens, it could be.
You know who else does that?
It could be better for you.
You know who else does that? Kanye West.
Wait.
I think
okay.
that's I'm a complex Scorpio. It's
Oh my
so
God.
difficult. I was born on the Libra cusp, so maybe that's why I'm a little crazy.
Okay, no, it's totally look. Like I said, I see it from all angles. Like I understand why people are mad and disappointed because I'm also in that boat, but I'm also still willing to let Kanye West have his own thoughts and opinions because,
As he should, though.
yeah, because
who are we?
And then it's like that.
It don't really affect me like that.
It's these conversations about celebrity that like kill me though.
We put too much stock in celebrity opinion.
So much, and it's like
so much
money. Like them being a celebrity, them having money does not make them smart. The name of his first album was College Dropout.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't get all of his education. So like that was the first clue there, but not to mention the fact that a lot of these people didn't graduate college, and a lot of these people have formed their opinions based off of the things they were taught, and maybe they read a book or two. We don't know because we don't, run in the same circles. But it's like we put so much regard and reverence in these people, and they're just people. They shit stinks too. They kids are bad as shit. Like they have their own version of fucked up about them.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to like look in the mirror and say, well, what did I do to contribute to a society that this man is allowed to speak for me? Like if we're looking at it from the problematic point of view and how we're like in an uproar about like, how could you say this about black people? You know better than this. It's just like, what are we doing wrong that we did not see that this could possibly be happening? And like get him out the way before he had the opportunity to do it. Like where's the black people's version of the cleanup crew? You know what I'm saying? Like if a white person gets tricky, it's a team out there that say, oh, no, we got to get that. Let's catch that one. Can't throw us under the bus like this.
Okay, so I think I may have thought of my point that I forgot a minute ago. Well, I think I've already said this, but Kanye, he can't be managed. She said this. He cannot be managed. He can't be controlled. And that's another thing, like, when they try to blame it on the Kardashians and all this other stuff, I think that, no, Kanye cannot be controlled. He will do whatever the fuck that he wants to do. I fully believe that. So, even, like I said, even if someone talks to him, like, it's still going to be whatever Kanye gets out of that conversation of what he wants to take and keep, you know,
but that's the beauty of being a human being. Because we all have the right to do that. And
to have our own different thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, so, like, the long and short of it is, for all of my opinions, don't at me. Mind your motherfucking business. And that's also a running theme through our show, is motherfuckers need to mind their business.
Yes.
Because...
As I said, though, he put this out into the Twitter sphere, which is the whole world and the internet, so people have the right to respond.
They do, but even though, and again, as much as I love Kanye West, white people, I'm putting y'all on notice, you do not have the right to try me because this man said what he said. Like, and I think that's another part that frustrates me too. Like, it's just like, oh, like, he can't say this. Like, there are black people that look up to him. I'm not one of those black people that look up to him in that way. Because I don't love Donald Trump. And I don't love nobody that subscribes to Donald Trump's way of thinking. So, bitch, you can run up on me with that shit if you want to. But you're going to get dealt with. And maybe I'm a complex individual for that, too. Because I can love Kanye West and still not be with that fuck shit he talking about.
No, I don't. You don't have to agree with everything that Kanye West does and says. Like, point blank, period. You can be a fan and not agree with everything that he does and says.
But I think that's the part that I'm getting at. It's like, I feel like the general public is like, oh, you're supposed to be more to this, to us. And it's like, why? Like, why you ain't got nobody better than Kanye West? He's a motherfucking rapper. Like, he one step away from Migos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we really gonna take it there, he's one step away from your other favorite rapper. He's one step away from the dudes that's popping on the radio now. He's a popular figure. You decided that you liked him, and you can decide to not to. Right. But like, just because you decided not to, maybe that's why I am with. I feel like some of the shit shouldn't be breaking news. And if you don't fuck with Kanye West, okay, don't fuck with Kanye West. But like, don't shove it down my throat. Like, alright, like, I get it. Like, it makes sense. I'm not on your side. But at the same time, it's just like, alright, like, what else can we fix? Like, does Flint have better water yet? Are we doing anything for that yet?
I want to say this again, though, because he went on a Twitter rant.
But does anyone know if Flint has better water yet?
They don't. No, exactly. It's being reiterated by Michelle, who was the one who did the White House Correspondents Dinner. The comedian. Michelle she put that at the very end of her speech. She said Flint's still in our water.
Right.
No, it's
but that's what I'm saying. Like, there are other things that we need to be focusing our energies and attentions to. There are other things that we need to be like blasting off about.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Like, we got a right to be mad about Kanye West, but we need to be mad about some other shit. And that's the part that I'm ready for us to get to, black people. Let's be mad about the right shit. And I'm not saying that I'm the one to, like, you know, start the revolution. Because just like Kanye West, I got some work to do too. I'm not a perfect black person. There's no such thing as a perfect person, period. But I do understand that, like, celebrity is some bullshit that we made up and decided to pay attention to. What we're really going through socially and economically and every other which way through this country and world is some other shit that we need to focus on. And if we don't get it right, we all gonna die. That was a little morbid.
I mean, you know, it was a bit intense, but
y'all gotta stop letting me smoke.
Well, you want to wrap this? Let's talk about Kanye conversation.
Yeah, I think we've talked about Kanye.
Yeah, we've talked about him more than enough. Yeah. We won't probably ever stop.
Drop the album, nigga.
Oh, I feel like I just got bit by a mosquito somehow.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Mosquito season coming on. Or I guess we're in it right now. But
yeah, probably.
All right, well, it's been real until
really
next
real.
time.
Alright,
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Don't forget to mind your business.
Right, yes. Wakanda forever.
We out.